everyone, how are you doing today? Welcome to the Africa's Opinion channel. My name is Festa. Today we are on the streets of Kampala asking people if they think the costs of living are high. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Africa's Opinion. Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. My name is Festa.
My name is Alvin Jude.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do you think Kampala is expensive?
It depends on where you're staying because apparently around here, Kansanga, the most expensive thing that I believe really gets to people's necks, especially the people that everyday person is the rent. Yeah, so, and then in other areas, you might find that the rent is a bit favorable, you see? Yeah, so it depends on where you're staying. So various areas that you're staying in have various expenses that you have to incur, expenses that are a bit steeper than other areas. So I believe that is it.
So, like, what's the range like, if you can compare?
Okay, the rent, if you were to compare the rent that you would pay for a house here compared to the rent that you would pay in another for the same house, no, for the same price in another area in Kampala still, it is a bit exorbitant. For example, if you're going to pay rent for here, a room would be 150, it may not even be self-contained. However, if you went somewhere else within Kampala, you can find a probably 170, 180,000 room, maybe with a bathroom but not a toilet, but a bit better than here. Here the rooms are not that good. Yeah. So to get a good room, you have to get like 250 and above. Yeah. 250,000, 300,000 per month above. And the issue is that the landlords don't even care about it because of the number of, I don't want to say it in a negative way, but the number of foreign people that we have who are willing to pay those high prices so that they can get where to stay. Whereby us as the other people, the locals here, some of us may not be able to afford such rent. So that is it. That is, I think, what drives the rent high. Yeah.
So, besides the rent, the accommodation, what else do you think makes the costs of living in Kampala high?
Transport, I think transport has relatively, especially using borders, but borders, it is also a tricky subject, right? Because it depends on also where you're going and the person that, and your negotiation ability. Yeah. So it depends on you. But it is not that much as the rent, especially here in Kansanga. Yeah. But probably food is not so much, but buying, right? Because if you're going to buy something like vegetables, something like onions have gone very expensive. Because one onion can be for like 500 Ugandan shilling. One onion, which is not even a big size, right? A medium size. Tomatoes, small ones are for 500, right? So the things are a bit expensive. So it depends. Yeah.
And that's quite funny because we grow them here. So I don't know why they are always expensive.
Yeah. I also don't know why. Maybe probably the market conditions determine the prices, because if a farmer has to go and sell his or her onions somewhere and they are getting him and he's getting a lot of money from there, then he would also be driven to sell maybe almost the same price to us, so that squeezes us a little bit.
According to what I hear, that those farmers mostly transport their products to South Sudan because those guys pay enticing prices, which is different here, because as we are more used to cheaper things, that could be probably the reason why.
Yes, that is what I'm saying, because if a farmer is going to sell his onions in South Sudan expensively, he would be driven to also sell almost the same price here to us in the local market, right? And yet some people may probably find it difficult to foot such bills. Yeah. So it is a technical subject. Yeah.
So how much do you think you spend in a month?
Okay. If I remove rent, because rent is 250, I think every day if I were to feed every day, because personally I get a restaurant where I pay my food from, but if I were to calculate the amount, because breakfast, if you're not going to overuse a lot, is around 2,000, 2,500, lunch 3,000, and supper 3,000. So it depends. So that is already 8,000 per day. 8,000 per day. That is if you're not even going anywhere, right? Now imagine someone who has to travel. But by the way, here in Kansanga, I would not come and say that the transport to come to the main CBD is expensive, because from here to Kampala CBD is 1,000, right?
What is CBD?
Central Business District. Yeah, the main, yeah. So it is not very expensive, but again, if you were to use a border, it would be 3,000. Some distance, different prices. Yeah, but that is 8,000 if 8,000, 8,500 if you have not used if you are eating out, right? Yeah. So then probably if you have a family, it would obviously go out of the roof, because now buying food, something like Irish potatoes. Irish potatoes. The last time I asked someone, they were selling, these small, the small, buckets that they sell, 3,000. Very small, but 3,000. It's very expensive, and it would only feed me, right? So imagine you have a family taking care of that and stuff. So, yeah, it's a bit hard, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, but at least you're doing okay. So yeah, you're a student or you're employed,
No, I'm a student. I'm a student at KU. Yeah.
and you have to make that much expense like every month.
Yeah, I have, but then now the burden now shifts to my
Parents.
parents. You see? So they are squeezed. I have another sister of mine who's joining. There's also another one who has been in UCU. So it is hard. So it depends. That's what I said, that it depends from where you are, where you're staying, where you're coming from. Also matters if you're a student, and also if you're a person, like, it depends on your capability, because someone else may find it a bit relatively okay for them to foot such bills, but other people may not find that something. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your opinion. We are glad to have you on the channel.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Africa's Opinion.